morning, everyone. It is 8:30 on Wednesday, December 16th, and it's morning briefing time. First of all, snapshot of the region this morning. Updated numbers from the unaccompanied children as of Monday. No changes to the declaration status. We did update the numbers for the Texas damage assessments that are ongoing. 16 of the 19 counties requested are complete now, and we have no fire management grant request to talk about this morning. We will be adding to this slide, starting tomorrow, of our SEER 3 events. Those are the special events that are designated by Homeland Security. So we'll add those to the bottom of that list. And now, as we switch over to the Geo platform this morning, things are quiet around the region. Jen's going to have a weather update for us in just a moment. Before we go there, no changes to status at national. Both are at level 4 steady state, as is the region. No changes to the status of our state EOCs. All are at level 4 steady state. No changes to the status of our IMAC. We have no shelters to talk about this morning. And as far as power outages, we've got just about 1,000 region-wide. Most of those are in Texas with 722. So now we'll turn it over to Jen to tell us all about the weather.
Thanks, Paul. Good morning. Yeah, you can see some showers and some isolated storms over Louisiana, and that'll continue to push east throughout the day. As it moves into southeast Louisiana later this afternoon and evening, there is a marginal risk of severe storms, and I'll talk about that in a minute. If you want to go to the next slide. Really, that is the only hazard, is today over southeast Louisiana. The strongest severe storms possible this afternoon and evening. That's going to be mainly for damaging winds. An isolated tornado cannot be ruled out either over that area this afternoon. And other than that, for the rest of the week, we're really just looking at river flooding to continue, mostly across East Texas and into portions of Arkansas and Louisiana and eastern Oklahoma. Not really looking at any other weather threats through the rest of the week. If you go to the next slide. The river status is in the upper right-hand corner. We do have a few points that are approaching or forecast to go into major flood stage. The Trinity down at Liberty, and also a point in between Tyler and Longview on the Sabine River in northeast Texas, forecast to go into major. Could see some secondary roads flooded with that river flooding and floodwaters possibly approaching homes. We don't have any indications of water in homes. The impacts are listed as approaching homes at these forecasted river flood levels. If you go to the next slide, the drought monitor will be updated tomorrow, and based on the rainfall we've seen over the last week, it's fallen mainly over eastern half of the region, so not really expecting a whole lot of change with that drought out west, and space weather looks to be quiet for the next several days. That's all I have, unless there's any questions.
Thanks, Jen. Appreciate that. If you have any questions, you know what to do. In the meantime, we take a look at the events around the region the rest of this week. Our holiday luncheon scheduled for tomorrow. And on this day in history, the Battle of the Bulge begins. And there's a picture of the troops in France. Any questions this morning? We'll have the slides and stuff posted to the file share section here in just a moment. And seeing no one typing in the chat window and heard nothing on the phone, whatever, everyone have a great Wednesday. We'll talk to you tomorrow.